Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is AES and welcome to my YouTube channel. It did not take too long for 12 minutes reveal trailer to pique my curiosity. The premise for the story alone was intriguing, reminding me of films such as Groundhog Day with Bill Murray. Then it was announced that the cast of 3 characters will be voiced by none other than James McAvoy from Split, Daisy Ridley from the new Star Wars trilogy, and Willem Dafoe from The Lighthouse. To say that I was excited for a narrative-based adventure with 3 incredibly talented actors was an understatement. In addition, Microsoft informed us that it will be available on Game Pass free of charge for current subscribers. The story-heavy game was released yesterday, I beat it with some help, and now I have a conundrum. I love a lot of what it has to offer, but I despise other portions of it. It is not a title for everybody, but you may want to take a crack at it, especially if you are a member of the previously stated service. What are my thoughts on today's game? Time to find out. Without further ado, let's review 12 Minutes, which was released in 2021 and for the purpose of transparency, was played on the Xbox Series S. Story. I will only talk about the basic premise of the narrative. There will not be any spoilers because it is a plot that you should experience for yourselves. Here is the general synopsis. You play as a guy who comes home from supposedly work. Your wife has cooked a nice meal, and after you sit and chow down, she delivers some wonderful news. She's pregnant with your child. As you try to digest the announcement of an upcoming member to your family, a policeman knocks at your door. He accuses your wife of murder, ties her down, and chokes you out. Suddenly, you wake up to the moment you enter the apartment and discover that you are reliving the same 10 to 12 minutes over and over again. At that point, you have 2 objectives. Find out what is happening around you, and discover why is the protector of law and order trying to kill you. I will not give any more details, but I will say that it will always keep you invested with each scene of progression. The characters are also believable, and they undergo a series of character development. By the end, the cast will be vastly different to its counterparts at the beginning of 12 Minutes. The conclusion does not address some of the mysteries that it presents throughout the playthrough, but there was not a line of dialogue or story beat that disengaged me from the game. Visuals and audio design. For a game that only takes place in 3 different rooms and has a top-down camera angle, the visual style of 12 Minutes is more than decent. Each area is detailed and filled with interactable objects. The character models are also quite good. Movement does feel a tad clunky from time to time, but it pays tribute to the root of the point-and-click genre, so I will let it slide for now. Audio-wise, the game completely knocks it out of the park. The piano tunes increase and decrease in their intensity, depending on whether or not the segment is heartwarming or heart-wrenching. The voice performances are spectacular, which is not surprising due to the aforementioned cast of voice acting crew.
Look, I know this sounds weird, but the day's repeating itself.
Uh-huh.
In the next couple of minutes, a cop is gonna knock on the door.
Is this with all the repeating stuff?
As a whole, the presentation is solid and appropriate, especially because your attempt to play the role of a detective takes place in a single, recognized location. Gameplay. The gameplay mechanics in 12 Minutes are as simplistic as it gets. Point your cruiser over an area and click the A button to interact with the objects and people in it. If you have played old-school point-and-click adventure games such as The Day of the Tentacle and Full Throttle, you'll feel right at home. Unlike those examples though, Luis Antonio's game adds another layer to the equation: time constraint. As the name suggests, you have 12 minutes per round to do whatever you need to do to advance the story, and then you are brought back to the beginning once again. Your dialogue choices do save between runs, as certain options will be grayed out, letting you know that you already asked your partner or the police officer about it. There is no variety in what you will do in 12 minutes, but I am okay with it because the tale is gripping. What I am not content with, however, is the lack of direction when it comes to what exactly you are supposed to accomplish. You will never be told what the main objective is, nor will it give you hints if you are stuck. It's up to you and your desire to play similar sections repeatedly until you find the one piece of information that will move you forward. It becomes such an annoyance that I lost my patience and resorted to a guide. It turned out that I tried solutions A through Z, but there was a secret answer: do nothing. I did not like that at all. I'm not a hater of puzzle games, considering that The Pedestrian is my second game of the year as of the recording of this video. Nevertheless, prepare yourselves for the possibility that you may get stuck at one or more points during your time with 12 Minutes. Fun factor: When I knew what to do or I had one of those aha moments on the way to tear layer after layer of 12 minutes lore, I was having a great time with it. When I was stuck or impatient because I heard the same lines of dialogue like a broken record for 20 plus minutes, I wanted to end my time with the title. I expect this game to be divisive. Some people will love it, others will hate it. As far as I'm concerned, I'm smack down the middle. It will not be on my list of the top 10 best games of 2021, and it will not make its presence known on my top 10 worst games of 2021. It will float somewhere between those two sides of the spectrum. Impressions on Xbox achievements. Although there are not many achievements in 12 minutes, they are very context specific. You need to unlock every ending, and you must make specific dialogue choices to get access to other objectives. There isn't much to say about the task of earning 100% of the achievements. You can easily make it happen with an online guide. When should you pick it up? If you can enjoy the catalog of available titles on Microsoft's Game Pass subscription-based service right now, you can give 12 minutes a chance without spending another dime. Otherwise, you will need to pay $25 for a game that can be completed in as little as 2.5 hours. If you're in that position, I would strongly advise that you look into other videos that cover the game and decide if you can withstand titles such as Grim Fandango. If so, $25 is not a terrible asking price. If not, wait until it has a $10 asking price before venturing on your quest to solve this crime-based mystery. In the end, 12 minutes is a truly unique and new gaming experience that is held back by old school and outdated gameplay mechanics. The voice acting is very good as expected, the presentation is a highlight in my opinion, and the overall narrative develops in an engaging way. Sadly, the key word in the last sentence is develops, as the actual process of development will depend entirely on your tolerance to experiment with the environment and the characters. The outcome of the whole tale is really cool, but it leads to unresolved questions and in some cases, confusion. Still, I'm very glad that I played the star of today's video, and I look forward to seeing Luis Antonio's next project, even though my frustration led me to resort to online guides. I will give 12 minutes from 2021 a 7.5 out of 10. Well folks, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for checking it out. What are your thoughts on 12 minutes? Have you played it? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, I would like to implore you to avoid spoilers in our conversations, considering that the plot is the centerpiece of this video game. Till next time, have a great day or evening wherever you are. My name is AES, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.